Guys, tonight we're gonna do red beans and rice. So I've already prepped and I got my ingredients ready for your review. So I'm gonna also do another little montage of them in a few minutes. But of course, you need red beans. That's your primary ingredient. I don't eat pork, so I have smoked turkey. I couldn't find chicken andouille or beef andouille, and you can use that. But basically, you just need some type of smoked sausage. Also, I have turkey bacon. Then you need your holy trinity. Your holy trinity in Cajun cooking is onion, garlic, and celery. I may be getting that. I'm sorry. It is actually celery, onion, and green pepper. I don't have green pepper in here. I have garlic. I have several different types of onions, scallions, shallots, and yellow onion or sweet onion. I also have celery. And here I have a melange of different types of bell pepper. That's how I do it. Then, of course, you need your base, your oils. You need a half a stick of butter, your olive oil. Chicken broth is better than water, but you can use water. I'm doing less sodium. Then you have your seasonings. You got parsley, oregano, cumin. I put cumin in mine. Cajun seasoning, cayenne pepper, black pepper, thyme, garlic pepper, white pepper, onion, and then a little bit of tomato paste is what I put in mine again. There's just so many different ways to do pea, so don't be intimidated. Of course, thing you gotta do is put in bay leaf. But anyway, that's why it tastes so good, because you're using all these seasonings. So the first thing we're going to do is start the saute. So, because I'm doing it, hold on, let's pause this. Okay, now the first things first, we're going to add this bacon, and you need to cut it up in little strips like this because it makes it easier to handle, because you actually have to take this out and then put it back in the recipe later on, back in the pot. So let's just slide this on, and let's put the strips. I did 5 strips of turkey bacon in the pot. The saute function is on, and we'll start in a few moments. Okay, let's just spread those around. Okay, I'm about to pause, and I'll come back when it starts sizzling. Okay, now we're starting to get some sizzle. So basically, break these up, these little strips that are sticking, and let them sizzle at the bottom. This is raw, so it has to cook all the way. That's why I started with it. Then I'll add the smoked sausage, which is already cooked. Sorry, I wasn't even looking at that. I was trying to get y'all to see this. So first, you just keep on moving this so it doesn't burn. Try to get it as layered on as you can so that it cooks, because it is bacon. Or people that eat pork be laughing at me, say what you call bacon. Okay, I just add a little bit of olive oil to help with the sticking, something I should have did earlier. And I will use a little bit of white wine to help with deglazing the pan in a few minutes. Okay, so as you see, the bacon is done. So let's take this out of the pot and lay it to the side. This is why you have to do strips big as you can, because it kind of disintegrates just like this. Okay. Now, the next thing is to add the smoked sausage. There you go. Okay. right, here we go. Now let's add the smoked sausage. Yep, that's how you do it, guys. Okay, put this to the side like I said. Now, as you see, we got that in. If you need a little help, again, you just add a little bit of olive oil, just a little bit. The meat already has fat in it, so you don't necessarily need this olive oil, but it does help with the browning and the cooking process. Okay, so you try to get as many of these flat as you can and let them sit for a moment on the bottom. Okay, and then come back and stir it. So I'm going to let this sit for about 20 seconds, 30 seconds, even a minute, and I'll be back. Okay, let's just flip that a little bit, stir it around a little more. You want to get a nice char on this. That's the go. Not a perfect char, but basically you want to brown it. That's the best way to say it. Yep, as you can see, the bottom of the pan is getting this, so I am going to have to deglaze it. You definitely have to deglaze in the Instant Pot, because if you don't, that is going to burn and send off the burn signal. So at this point, it's almost done. Just keep on moving around because you don't want it to stick. So this is about ready to come off, as a matter of fact. Yep. Okay, so let's put that to the side. You see that? Hot, hot, hot. All right. So, take this out. Okay. Now for the fun part, the deglaze. Okay, let's pause this for a minute. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here comes the fun part, deglazing the pot. Okay, now let's stir all these brown bits up. Because if you don't, you're going to get burn signals. You will get burn signals all during the cooking process, and we don't want that. Let's do a saute a little bit more. About 3 minutes. Just going to evaporate that.
You have surpassed the expectations of your instructors. The final report is flawless. With one exception, I see that you have applied to Starfleet as well.
It was logical to cultivate multiple options.
Logical, but unnecessary. You are hereby accepted to the Vulcan Science Academy. It is truly remarkable, Spock, that you have achieved so much, despite your disadvantage. All rise.
Okay, we're going to saute that out for a moment. Pause. All right, so we just deglazed the pan with some white wine, white cooking wine. And now it's time to saute the rest of the stuff. So what I do is, let's start the butter and the oil. Put that in. And a little bit of olive oil. Okay. Get this down. And the next thing we're going to do is bloom our spices. Okay. Here we go. This is our spice pack. Let's put that in. Let's start sauteing our spices first. Next thing is to add our fresh peppers and onions and garlic. Okay, just a light saute, but you see I've already made a little base sauce. All right, here we go. Let's add this. Just shaking it all out, guys. Gotcha. Saute. All right, now here we go. Now you're gonna saute this for a few minutes, and after you saute it, then you put in your beans and cook it. You really put in your meat really at the last minute. That keeps it firm. Or if you want to put it in and cook with the beans, you can do that too. Your choice. Okay, so basically I'm sauteing. I'm going to keep on stirring, but there's no need to take up your time watching that. I'll be back in a minute. Pause. Okay, so as you see, I've done cooked the moisture out, which is the goal. And this is about ready for me to introduce the beans in the liquid. And just keep on stirring. Also, you notice that the bottom of the pot is not brown like it was. Now, some recipes say you could just use the liquid from the onions and stuff to deglaze it, but I went ahead and did wine to deglaze it. When you're doing a Instapot recipe, it's very important that you deglaze the bottom of the pot, because if you do not, you will get an annoying burn signal, meaning it's detecting something is burning at the bottom. And it'll just keep on doing that. And it's a possibility your recipe is possibly burning, but you won't necessarily know that till the end, especially if it has already started the pressurizing period. All right, here we go, guys. Add our beans. Now, let's add the chicken broth. All right now. Let's add the liquid. Yep, it's off now. Add a little more water. Now add these. This will help them keep their shape a little bit, not completely dissolve, since I didn't saute them. All right, let's pause this. Okay, so this only requires 4 cups, which is 32 ounces right here. So this box, I just added 2 more cups of water just in case, because I do like a little sauce to retain, so to speak. And let's add our bay leaves and also add just a hint, just a little bit of tomato paste. Not a lot, but a little bit. That's enough. Okay, stir that. Okay, I didn't put any salt in this because it's already got plenty of salt from the ingredients. But afterwards, you can always season a little bit more. Okay. And like I said, you add your meat and stuff afterwards. Or if you want to, you can put it in. The reason you do that is to help the meat keep its form and bite, so to speak. Okay, so here we go. Put the top on. Close. Now, high pressure. And let's put this on bean or chili. No, it's not chili. Sorry. And make sure the pressure is on high. So you see, it's on high. 50 minutes. And now it's about to start pressurizing. Let me put this on sealing. Here we go. Okay, on. And I'll be back in a minute. In 50 minutes approximately. All right. Now, let's start on the rice now that the beans are cooking. Do a little bit of butter. Better than chicken bouillon. And my seasonings of ground pepper. Turmeric, paprika, onion powder, and all that good stuff. So, of course, we've just rinsed our rice. Woo! That's 2 cups. So, first things first, let's add 1 tablespoon of butter. One moment. All right, so as you see, I have gotten the butter melted. Look, that's a piece of paper. Let me get a little bit of that. Just getting that paper out. Woohoo! As for the bouillon, I made a broth. Let's add the seasoning. Just add our bay leaf. A little bit of white wine. And of course some more water. Just add a little more water. Okay, we got the butter, we got the seasoning. Let's add the rice. All right, and stir it. And let that go ahead and cook, and that will be ready when the beans are ready in about 30 minutes. Cook. It is done. Look at this. Yes, red beans and rice. And see, I added those peppers last, so they kept their shape. Let's see. Let's get a little taste. Just a little taste. See if we need any salt, because I didn't put any salt in these. Okay, we're about to add the meat back. Okay, pause. Okay, I tasted it and it needs a little more seasoning. So, let's add a little salt. Stir that up. Let's put some more Cajun seasoning. Remember, you can always put more in, but you can't take it out. A little paprika. Okay. Some cayenne pepper. That's better. That's much better. And a little more of that. No more of that. You know what it actually needs? Like a little bit of sugar. It has a little bitterness. I think that's from the tomato paste. Just a teaspoon of sugar. Okay, let's do it this way. Okay, let's do another spoon. Taste that broth. Yep, that made a difference. Okay, now let's add our sink and add our bacon. Or again, like my friends who eat pork, when I say I do turkey bacon, I'm about to add bacon. They're like, what you call bacon? All right. Now let's look at our rice. Didn't that come out nice? All right, I'm not that hungry, so I'm just gonna have a little bit. There's a fork. Fluff it on up. Fluff it on up. Rice is good. All right. All right. I felt like I had a spoon in here. I need to hurry up because this phone's about to go off. Here we go. This is a spoon we can use.
She ran out of the residence with her children and flagged down an Atlanta police officer. She fears she was being stalked, is frustrated that there have been no arrests, and says she has no idea why.
All right, pause. All right, y'all. That's how you do it. Red beans and rice. Very nice. All right, I'm about to eat this and go to bed. I will talk with you guys later because this phone is about to go off. That's how you do it. Good night. Happy Monday.